Welcome back, everybody. In the last video, we talked about the trends in real estate for 2023. In this video, I'm going to incorporate a little bit of those trends and we're going to talk about how to market yourself in the upcoming year. What are the things that you should be doing? What are the things you should be paying attention to? And what are the things to incorporate into your marketing plan? My name is Natasha Rajabova. I'm an owner of QSI Social and an expert in social media for real estate professionals. Anything and everything that I present to you here or in any other videos out there, we test it, we make sure that it's working, and only then do we talk about it in videos or in training. So what we do is we take all the fluff and moosh out of any information out there for real estate professionals, and we bring you the greatest and the latest. So let's get started. Over the last year, the market has changed drastically. We went from multiple offers and being crazy busy on the market to higher interest rate and slow down in the market. Now, this is a great opportunity for you, and actually it's a great time for you to sit back and rethink your marketing initiatives for the next year, because obviously everything that you've done so far in 2021 and 2022 might not work. Houses are not flying off the market in a snap of the fingers or in a day or so, or in multiple offers. So you really have to adjust to the new or into the today's market, let's put it this way. And here I am to present 6 different ways of how you can market yourself in a different way in the next year. So the first one is obviously anything and everything that I talk about here has to do with social media, because at the end of the day, that's where your audience is and that's where the eyes are. So you got to market yourself where the eyes are. So going back to point number one. Point number one is becoming an expert in your area, becoming an expert in your neighborhood, becoming like a virtual mayor or a virtual tour guide of your area. You need to showcase through your contents, through stories, reels, and posts, how much you know about the market and how much you know about the area. Because at the end of the day, people are not just moving into the new house, they're sometimes moving into a completely different area. So when they're choosing their real estate professional, whether it's online or through referrals or through friends or through ads, whatever it is, they need to see that OMG, you know so much about the area that you are the best person to advise us where the best schools are, the best daycares, the best stores, the best this, that, and the other. So when you are creating and mapping out your content for the next year, you really need to instill all this expert advice and sharing valuable expert information on your social media pages. Number 2 is social proof. Social proofs are testimonials. It's a proof on social media that you do a great work. So don't be afraid to ask for testimonials and reviews from your past clients or current clients for that matter. If you don't have any social proof or any testimonials, it's a great opportunity for you to shoot out an email to your past clients and either fill out a form that you can create through Google Forms, and they can just sort of through a multiple choice question pick out the right answers, and you can form that a testimonial yourself, or they can write a testimonial for you in exchange for maybe a small gift of a gift card, or you can go a bigger route and or a longer route and get a video testimonial, which goes a long way. So all those 3, you need social proof on your social media pages, because at the end of the day, you can use that for your content, you can use that in the ads, you can use that in the landing pages. So you are solidifying what you present to your audience with reviews and testimonials by your past clients. Number 3, and I talked about it in the last video, and you can find the link to the last video in the description of this video, is working with influencers. Getting referred or talked about by a person or of influence within a certain community, it's a great way to promote yourself. Obviously, it involves maybe an exchange of some sort of services, or it involves a small fee. But at the end of the day, you're going right to the source. You're going to microblogger or blogger who has an audience who listen to them, and they actually use their referrals, or they use their power of voice to find the next agent, find the next product, find the next brand. So you can be one of those referred agents by that blogger and or influencer. And by working with influencers, a more of a creative way of marketing yourself. And at the end of the day, not a lot of real estate agents are using influencers to promote themselves. So this can be something of a new thing to market yourself in 2023. The fourth way to market yourself is creative advertising. Just putting out a property and running an ad on it doesn't really work anymore. You need to stand out from competition. In the past 3 years, a lot of real estate professionals came into the social media world and they started using it on a consistent basis, whether it's creating content, hiring a company to create content for them, or running advertising. There's a lot more competition among agents for that social media space. So you need to be a little bit more creative when it comes to advertising. Creating a lead gen ad with a video or an image, or even a carousel or a series of images describing your project, describing the property, and giving that a little bit of an experience to your potential leads. So they get a little bit more than from an other agent who's advertising maybe the same project or a similar house as yours. Boost post ads is also a great way to start conversations with your potential customers literally in the next 48 hours. It's an inexpensive way to advertise yourself, your properties, your projects, or something of value. So it's a great way to start that communication process. And we all know we don't like to talk on the phone. I mean, that's a little bit taking an extra step to talk to someone on the phone. So boosting a post and starting conversation in Facebook Messenger is a great way to introduce yourself and really find out what that person is looking for. Another great way is traffic ads. So in the previous video, again, the link to the video is in the description, I talked about funnels and how do you get people to your funnels, whether it's through CRM system or any other program out there, you get them to that funnel or that landing page through traffic ads. So it's a great way, and it's also very inexpensive way to get them to your landing page, create that experience for them on the landing page, educate them about your offer, and in exchange for something, whether it's a guide, checklist, or a calculator or anything like that, you can get their information. So using a little bit of a creative way to advertise, using the right images, great images, templates, making sure that your ad is not overpowering, not too much text, you can break through the competition and really stand out and still generate leads in a less than $5 per lead, or maybe in around $3 to $6 per lead. So being a little bit more creative. Fifth way to market yourself in 2023 is being a little bit more creative. And I always repeat this word creative, but that's exactly what it is. You need to be a little bit different. You need to stand out from your competition because that's what it's all about. You need to break through, right? And there's a great way that I discovered in 2022, and I actually used it, and I will be using it for the next campaign. It's called a quote unquote trivia game through Facebook Messenger, where you create this flow of questions with the answers and sort of emoji giveaways, where you ask certain questions that maybe sort of frequently asked question and a common answer, and it sort of leads them into an answer, and they can either download something of value or they can book an appointment with you. So it's a great way to lead them into that, a very interesting and creative way to lead them into that booking appointment or getting whatever it is that you're promoting. But at the end of the day, you are creating an experience on social media. It's not high and dry. It's an experience that you're creating. Another great way, and I teach that in the L2C training, is the mass direct messaging. And this means that you're going into the direct messages of your followers. And I'm not talking one by one messaging. I'm talking about mass messaging, where you can message 2, 3, 4,000 potential clients. And you're going into the direct messages of your followers, new followers, and actually going into the direct messages of your competitors' followers. And let's be honest, they don't own those followers. And if they're not very active with them, this is your way to get in there and be active with those followers and offer them something of value, whether it's a checklist, guide, or something in between, or maybe it's a fantastic property that you are selling or a pre-construction project. And the last way to promote yourself in 2023 is working with your database. I mean, you spend time, money, and everything in between to get that database. You have, 20, 30, 100, 500 people in your database. They need to be consistently nurtured. Even if they bought a house with you 1, 2, 3 years ago, sending them a templated newsletter does nothing for them, and it does nothing for you. So you need to incorporate text message and email nurturing campaigns where you're consistently telling stories or to your database, whether it's sharing something about you, sharing an experience with a client, frequently asked question. Maybe those people are ready to buy some investment properties or move up into a different house. And if you're not constantly there in front of them with personalized messages, not templated, but personalized messages, they will actually pay attention to your emails. I mean, I analyzed an agent's open rate and a click-through rate on a series of messages. So I compared the templated messages versus the messages that we created for that agent. And I had to tell you, we had a 45% click-through rate, which means that they clicked on the links that we wrote in. So we put in the personalized email. 45% click-through rate. That is very high. But that now, we know what works when it comes to those emails and how to personalize it. But it's really instilling a couple, 2, 3 sentences, telling them a story and what they're going to get in that email. So they're more likely to read it and click on the links because they're interested. If it's a templated email with all this articles and this links and go here and go there and do this and that, nobody's going to read that and nobody's going to click on it. So if you start writing personalized campaigns and compare even an open rate, let alone click-through rate, you're going to be very surprised at how many people pay attention to personalized emails. And they're more likely, because there's less links involved, they're more likely to get into the inboxes and not into the spam folder, because tons of emails and images is a direct path into the spam folder. Text-rich emails with 1, maybe 2 links gets you into the inboxes. So here you go. I shared 6 different ways on how to market yourself in 2023. These are the trends. These are the great ways to really stand aside from your competition and differentiate yourself and really create an experience online for your potential clients, where even with a little trivia game or a direct message through Instagram or a nurturing campaign, they're going to remember you, your name, or even what you look like over another agent who is running general unbranded ads that really gets them just the dry leads, and the conversion rate on those leads is very low. So there's a system that you need to work into it. And in the next video, I will definitely talk about creating, combining the trends and combining on how to market yourself and creating a plan for you for 2023. So if you like this video, like it, share it, and definitely subscribe to our channel, because you don't want to miss our next week videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.